All right, we are now live. Hello. Hello, everybody. We are ready to begin. This is the next session of Spacers, our Vtuber D&D in Space campaign. Before we begin, let's start with the recap, I suppose, with what happened last time, or what it is, or more importantly, where it is we're going to be going today. Does anyone remember?
Last time we accepted a job from the Space Pope, and we're probably gotta be going to jail.
That's
not where
a
we're
very
going immediately.
Yes. There's an intermediary step, but that is not an inaccurate summary. It's perhaps a little incomplete.
Considering how a lot of our plans have gone so far, that is what's going to happen.
We're going to a research station for investigative journalism purposes.
Research
Yes.
Station 13.
I like
Yeah.
having the mindset everything's gonna go wrong, because if it doesn't, it's have to be surprised.
Yes. So yes. Last session, the five of you accepted a job. You met first this individual, freelance journalist, Isra, who had discovered rumors that Research Station 13 was involved in some illegal AI research. The specific claims were that they were using the computer brains recovered from the machine. Specifically, the machine being a hive mind of AI that are on a warpath to eliminate all organic life. These machine pieces would have been recovered from the battle with the Basilisk above the planet of Abutsunotoshi, which happened some years ago. Assuming the rumors are correct. The journalist reported this to the highest source, High War Priestess Sophie the 21st, the aforementioned Space Pope. The High War Priestess was present at that battle, and in fact channeled the goddess Athena in order to become her avatar and command the united humanoid forces against the machine. And so she has an interest in making sure that her army doesn't get taken over by, Skynet. It would be bad. Unfortunately, she fears any official actions that she takes towards investigating this place might be telegraphed ahead of time. Her motions are large and sweeping, and this requires more delicate precision. So she has made the mistake of hiring you. I joke. Unless. But she has decided to hire adventurers like yourselves. You are being provided with false identities and false papers assigning you new jobs on Station 13. You discussed possibilities before, and if I remember correctly, you decided to be IT/maintenance personnel? Am I remembering correctly?
Sounds right.
Yeah, that way we can get into all the little nooks and crannies.
Mhm.
Literally in my case.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, a nook and a cranny.
That reminds me.
But what about a crevice? Can you get into crevices?
Yes.
Only crevasses, actually.
Do you want to not be one of the people that come in and sneak in on one of us and then go through for hey, where'd that weird slime girl go?
I was actually thinking something like that.
You can hide in my bag of holding.
I do require air.
Mm-hmm.
But can't you hold it for like an hour?
Yes.
It's the latest in gelatinous fashion. Just brandishes a scarf.
There's a minute.
Yeah,
of
you could
air.
go full plastic man.
Dripping scarf.
There is a minute of air in the bag. If you can make it last longer, then
If you can hold your breath for an hour, then you would have 1 hour and 1 minute worth of air in the bag of holding. So
Can I
theoretically,
slightly come out a little bit,
And
just,
then
like,
you instantly die.
And then you
take
instantly die,
take
yes.
air.
What
Just
if we just
take
like leave a straw in the opening that you can just
51
suck on?
minutes, and then
I want to point out
bam.
it's my trench coat, so it's just a straw inside my trench coat.
Everyone sees it and just thinks you're a giant wino, and they're really sad and concerned for you.
Oh look, they lost both their arms and legs. I don't blame them.
But yes. So with your false identities provided, you are making your way towards Research Station 13. I almost called it Space Station 13, but that is merely the thing I am referencing, not the thing it is in fact.
Space Channel 5.
Oh, Conval in chat points out that you should actually get con rounds of suffocation before the instant death.
Yeah, like a couple more minutes.
Yeah, so a couple more seconds, I think, but yeah.
I would probably
right.
just pop my head out and then go back.
Yeah,
in.
at the time you begin suffocating, you would like plop out, and then you'd be in the middle of whatever meeting you're in, and suddenly slime starts oozing out of his pocket.
I
like-
mean, he can just like go, oh, I
Hey,
need to
you-
go go to the little robot's room, or like, oh, I'll be right back. And
Oh
just,
no,
like,
I've
plop me
sprung
out
a
for
leak.
moment and then just
Let me go take care of that.
Oh no, I smell my oil. It's
I have a
everywhere.
Robin Williams gag from Robots to do real quick. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. This usually happen. And then just nobody
Aw, you
nobody
made
will
me
question.
leak.
I suppose that is one approach. So yeah. Do you guys want to have Jamela have a false identity, or do you want to try and sneak them around in the trench coat of holding?
I would say sneak around because it also makes it easier not to tie it back to us. Because as far as we're aware, she's like the only slime girl.
Ever.
Yeah,
They are very unique.
so it's
So
much easier to trace it back to us.
That makes sense. All right then. So Jamela will be hiding in the bag of holding. Whoops.
That being
So-
said, I'm gonna try to get you out of there as soon as possible. As soon as you see a van, I'm like, go.
Go.
Right,
go,
right.
being the imposter.
Jamela
I saw Jamela vent.
vented. Confirmed sus.
Basically.
That's the plan, I think. Oh no, this was supposed to be Space Station 13, but I think it's turning into Among Us. Oh no.
We are imposters, and we are going to kill everyone aboard the ship.
Okay, maybe not kill everyone.
You're not being paid to kill everyone, but that is an option. Insofar as you can attempt to do that, I suppose.
Just bring your shell to
Sabotage our critical
See, here's the thing: if we
leave.
start killing everyone, the Prodigy song "Invaders Must Die" starts playing, and we don't have the rights to that. So
Yeah,
Just turn on the AI that they're working on and let that handle it.
It's just so happened to be bring your kid to work day.
That would be one way of planning your escape. It's like, hey, they are trying to make the genocidal AI work. What if they just turn it on and then run away? And then we'll blow it up from out from. Then we'll shoot whatever survives with our spaceship. That's a plan. That is a plan. But all right. All right. I will ask you your funny fake names in a minute. But first,
All right.
I will take us in to the next place. All right. Let me gather your tokens so I can copy. Let me gather your party so we can venture forth.
Mm-hmm. Venture into the dungeon, as they say.
Yes. This is somewhat atypical dungeon, but I suppose it is. You travel through the Star of Imperia, across the life stream, sailing faster than the speed of light through the elemental plane of life itself, till you emerge from another star, very distant from where you left, but still within the territory of the Humankind Empire, officially. This particular star is a small star, the planets of which do not have any advanced life. There is life here, but it is, simple.
I'm trying to close something. Sorry.
No, it's no worries. But the life here is simple. It has none of the planets are quite fit for common humanoid life, and therefore have been left to their own devices. However, this has made it an ideal place for certain out-of-the-way military research establishments, out of the way of prying eyes, and places for testing of black site technology, prototype weapons, and the like. As you exit the star, you set course for Research Station 13, one of multiple research stations in this star system. You hail them, and you give your false identity. You are a delivery ship, delivering new workers for the station, IT specialists, and other maintenance personnel, along with some supplies that you have been given to deliver. Common supplies, food, research equipment, so other mundanes.
A ping pong table.
Fake supplies.
A new ping pong table for the rec room. Very, very important. A lot of fish food for some reason. And, yes. You dock with Research Station 13. And you cross the airlock from your ship into what you would describe as a lobby. There is one woman here waiting for you on this side of the airlock. She appears to be a secretary of some sort. She has a employee badge that says Wendy Tyndall. She looks up. She looks bored. She says, "You're the new maintenance people, right?"
Yes, we are.
Alright. I'm here to set you up with your name badges. Step up here one at a time. Give me your name and your papers. I was trying to figure out what that was below Gabe, but that's just the part of the map.
It's actually a target. Something's got to drop around his head.
Alright. So, what false names will you be using here today? I know some of you have stated some that you plan to use.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Alright.
Job.
Job.
Keeping with the biblical theme, I like it.
But also, he is a long-suffering.
It's true. It's true. So let's see. We have Job, Connor Curtis.
I walk up next.
Mm-hmm.
Velma Dinkley. Let's go with that one. Fuck. I mean, yes, that's
Velma
my name.
Dinkley. Velma Dinkley. And Hesky, are you using the name that you mentioned on Discord, or?
Hell yeah, I am.
And you handsome in the back, what's your name?
Oh, me? Hold on.
Hold on, let me check my ID.
Well, I'm, my name's Steve.
Steve? Full name?
Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Very good. And yes, and the secretary prints out an ID badge for each of you. It will get you.
I love how I don't have a last.
It's fine. It's on
I
your
mean-
name badge. You're Job. Job Anonymous. I don't know.
They gotta differentiate
Job
the
done.
Steves. There's like a million Steves.
And found
Uh,
his armor. It looks so cool.
Job is
I
the
like
last name. The first one is Big Job. It's a Big Job, you know. Someone's got to
Mhm.
get it.
Alright.
Anywho,
Oh, yeah.
And of course, Shamela is still hidden. All right.
I forgot it.
I'm putting the shield over us.
So, where will we be working?
Right. All right. So first things first, you guys are going to go up. When you leave here, you're going to head towards the center of the station. That's where the elevators are. Take the elevator up to floor 2. Follow the signs for the storeroom. You're going to look for the quartermaster, Mr. Enkin. Jesse's a good fellow. He'll be your
Back in a
boss.
second.
You'll be reporting to him. So, you go see Mr. Enkin,
Oh, is there
and
results?
he'll show you around.
I'll take the first one. You have to take the second.
Alright.
Rushi, you're hot miking.
Gives you a slashing.
And yeah, and she says your ID badges will get you anywhere you need to go or supposed to go, and if your ID badge doesn't let you in somewhere, then you're not supposed to be there.
Fascinating.
All right. Well, then let's get moving. We don't want to be lazy on the first day and all that.
Yep. Which way are we supposed to go?
We're going up.
Make your way towards
Oh,
the
We're
center.
going up. Okay.
Make your way towards the center of the station. That's where you'll find the elevators. Go up to floor 2.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
heard the
can't
directions. I
get
was
to
just
my
trying to
token
figure
right
out how to
now, and-
interpret the map.
I can't get to my token right now because my computer keeps freezing up every few seconds.
All right. I'll
Scroll
let's
up.
move.
So I'm
Oh
trying
wow.
to say,
Okay.
Let's
could
move this
you
big
move my
map.
token for the moment?
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when I start suffocating so I can start banging on the bag.
I'm trying to move as quickly as possible.
So you make your way up to this like large lobby area, and then you follow the signs for the elevators. As you make your way through, you do pass some maintenance hatches, which seem to go into the interior superstructure of the station, outside of the normal inhabited areas.
We don't have any kind of long distance communication devices, do we?
No, you all have like, comm links, which work off radio, so they should work within the station.
All right.
Because we could just drop Jamel off right here and just relay information of like, hey, go this.
True, but we also can do a little tour if it doesn't take long, and then we'll know like what areas we need to check out faster. Like, oh, this is the room you should never touch, Mela.
This is the
This-
blasting chamber where we blast all the trash.
Then
Okay,
we'll
I've
know what
been-
to avoid.
It runs
I
on
thought you were
30
about to
second
make- I
intervals.
thought you were
so
about
leave
to
the
make a
door
house
closed.
No, I was about to say
You're
that
about
I've
to
been
make
there
a-
in Space Station 13 before. Oh God.
We did see you vent.
Oh no.
So I'm still. You guys don't want me like punch the trench coat or whatever when you want me to leave.
Alright.
Well,
So let's just keep on heading in.
Okay. I'll just move y'all as a unit then.
New.
You make your way through these doors. They open to your ID badges, and you find your way to the elevator. As you enter into the elevator, you see that there are 3 buttons. Floor 1, 2, and 3.
I guess 2, because that's what we were told.
All right. You go up to floor 2. And as soon as the image loads,
I was about to say, it's just a nice pair of eyebrows.
Alright. As you make your way out of the elevators, you start seeing signs on the area. Storage is indicated to be in this direction. Also, storage and hydroponics. I guess it's not hydroponics. Storage and seafood growing. I don't know what the word for that
Well,
would be.
Hydroponics can include seafood.
All right. I think
Like part of
hydroponics
the
is
process
specifically
involving
like
fish.
plants that are soilless, but this is like I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's part of it. You need
Cultivation.
nutrients, so you often in the system I've watched several videos about this. In the system, you
Mhm.
usually have a species of fish living in one section of it to basically
Mhm.
eat stuff and poop and make fertilizer.
That makes sense. Then yes, hydroponics. And then to the north, also hydroponics, and I mean north. Like you're in space, but you know what I mean. Up on the map, in this direction, also hydroponics
God.
and also cafeteria.
Oh my god, the map said uppies.
To the to the other direction behind you, there are it is security. And to the south direction, there is the bar and dorms, officer dorms.
Alright.
Did
You
they
were, of
say anyone
course-
was gonna give us a tour?
You were told to report to the storeroom to see this guy. And that you assume he's gonna be your boss, so you assume he's gonna give you the tour.
Head to the port side.
Is that the computer just unguarded and there's like no cameras? Or is there cameras around there?
There are-
I'll be right back.
There are cameras about in any of the public areas. There isn't necessarily 100% coverage, but there are generally cameras about.
Okay. So.
But yes, this computer is currently unmanned.
All right, but if I just do it, they might see me. Yeah.
I didn't quite catch that.
So, yeah, but because of the cameras, there's no chance that I won't be unseen.
Yeah. If you were to start messing around with that, you would be recorded on camera as doing so.
As we're moving through, I'm just gonna be speaking in my jacket, explain what's going on, for they're not completely in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
At least tell them what because I'm sure they can hear us. I just can't see anything, so I'm just gonna say it.
Alright. You make your way through this door, and you see this man.
Hello.
You're the new guys, I guess, huh?
I guess.
He stands up. He's gonna make his way around his desk, and he'll shake your hands with each of you one by one. So he introduces himself. My name's Jesse Enkin. I'm the quartermaster. I'm in charge of storeroom, ordering supplies, all that kind of stuff, and I'm in charge of the maintenance crew. Shame that our old crew got cycled off, but I'm glad you guys have arrived. We got a lot of work to do. Ship station's behind on a bit of maintenance. We're gonna have you guys working as soon as we get you acclimated. It'll be quite busy.
All right.
Alright. I hate this part, but I guess it's time for the tour, huh?
I mean, if you don't want
And-
to, you could always give us like a map.
Can't have you getting lost. I will give you, he does give you a map. He emails it to your employee email addresses that you were all given. But he is gonna walk you around. He says, can't have you stumbling into places you're not supposed to be.
Fair enough.
That would be unfortunate.
Or deadly, depending on the situation.
Well, this here's the storeroom. He brings you into here. He starts talking about general breakdown of how they organize everything. He says he's going to go into more detail about his organizational system before the next shipment arrives. For now, he leaves it at that. He then takes you down here, and he says these are some of the crew bunks. He's going to assign each of you a bunk in this room. So the
This
four
room?
of you, yeah, this room
Cool,
will
cool.
be your room. I'm gonna make a mark of that on the map.
Oh my god, we'll have 2 roommates.
Well, these are bunk. Wait, are these like bunk beds? Or are they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are bunks. So this room holds 6 people.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. A lot more.
Mhm.
No.
Well, actually,
2, 3,
sorry,
4, 5,
12
6, 7,
people.
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
12 people, because there's on
We're gonna have a lot of
2
friends.
sides.
8 buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe don't want to cuddle.
There's just gonna be a Ratchet. There's just gonna be a puddle underneath, like Ratchet's bed.
Whose backpack is that?
You mean Clank?
Probably one of your roommates. Very rude of him to just leave that big-ass backpack in the middle of the floor.
It's a tripping hazard.
Almost as big
Mhm.
as me.
I walk into the place and set it on the bunk bed it's right next to, assuming that's who it belongs to. Trying to appear to be a good working employee.
Very good. This has been moved onto bed. All right. Yeah. He leads you down, continuing the tour. Bathrooms, showers, etc.
I've never used an etc. before.
When we're here, you mind if I?
I've never
Some
used a
species
shower
require them.
before.
Speaking of using the restroom, you mind if I use it real quick before, because I don't know how long this tour is going to be.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna go into a little private area. I'm guessing right here. All right, pop your head out for a bit. Take a good swig.
She
of
just
air.
like slops out. Just oh, okay. Hey, is this where you want me to go? Points to the drain.
You know, that's a. Actually, no. That might go to like the furnace or something to burn off like germs.
You're right. Okay.
You
I
do
just
suspect that
slurp
since it's a
back in.
station, there would be some sort of recycling of the water. And
Yeah.
you don't know what that filtration process would do to your slime friend. But
Yeah.
it should probably remove them.
Remove all their pinkness and life.
Yes.
Yeah, you just it's like pouring you through a Brita filter.
I'm gonna send them also a copy of the map where they can look at it when they're in, for they have something to idea of where we're going.
Jamela just floating there in the void,
I just
looking at
imagine
the
outside
map
of
on
that,
their.
when they hear
on
a
their
flop on the floor, like what the fuck? Sorry.
Damn, that person has a massive dong.
Like this whole time, she's not even retaining like her humanoid shape. She's just blob.
All right,
Well,
you got enough air?
Blob Mela just goes back into the bag.
All right, I'll try to get you out of there as soon as possible. As I go. Very nice, whatever have you. Didn't know.
I guess they do the they serve the purpose. Yeah. He continues on the tour. He basically quickly walks you through this hallway. He says these are the bedrooms for the officers. As you walk past, you can see the nameplates on each door. Chef Blue is the first one. Then there's Dr. Green. Chief of Security has no name, simply Chief of Security. Perhaps that position rotates a lot. Who knows? Dr. Flint Steele, and then the station director at the end.
Neat.
Very neat.
He takes
Oh
you
no,
out
we
here.
lost. No.
He's gone.
Oh, we lost Job.
We left him behind.
He's looking at the rooms. Damn,
Hey,
they're
it's
pretty
just
nice.
another piece of
It's
suffering.
like Job
Just
looking at the rooms like, what do I gotta do to get me one of these private rooms?
What do I gotta do to get me a moment of fucking quiet?
Polish the plaques.
But yeah, and then there's like a big fountain. He shows you the bar. There's a bar over here for a robot bartender where you can get drinks if you're off duty. Don't try and cheat it. The robot knows the duty schedule, and will report you to the chief of security. He informs you. He informs you in such a way as to indicate that he has had this problem before.
I assume he knows some of our IT too.
He then sort of says that the rest of this wing is sort of just storage and excess lab equipment that's sort of built up here, and it's sort of unused space. But, so not to worry too much about it, other than the occasional dusting you'll be giving it. He then will lead you along and set the tokens keep acting weird. He will then, whoops, accidentally stretched all the tokens weirdly.
Actually,
Don't mind the
turn into
gravity
Mario.
pull.
Somebody
That's
turned
just,
down the gravity.
It's there was a little bit of one of the devices here has a weird gravitational pull. It slightly stretches or squishes you. It's temporary, don't worry. Completely harmless.
No.
I am
Too soon-
big.
I'm too soon out to fix this.
It's only mostly harmless.
It's purely cosmetic.
Well, it feels superior for literally a second. I am taller than you peasants. Go back to being the shortest. But
But yes. And then continues your tour up here. He says, security room is up through here, the brig and their armory. If any of you are, I haven't looked over all of your files, but you might be helping them out in there with maintenance on the laser rifles. If any of them act up, he moves past. Kitchen. Hey, Blue, say hi to the new guys.
So what you're saying
Uh,
is we can make grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh heck yeah.
The chef looks at you and says, "You would use my kitchen to create grilled cheese sandwiches. I'll have you know, I am a fully trained chef. I have worked in 5-star restaurants, and you want a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yes.
Then very well, I shall craft for you the greatest grilled cheese sandwich you have ever had."
Yeah.
I love how
He
his
get-
tone
he-
just immediately 180 is just like, no, whatever the customer wants.
He gets to
Yeah,
work.
I'm gonna bitch and moan about it, but
I was listening to a word. His eye.
I just
he
hold the
feels
chance
a
like,
char-
do you want to? Yes. Oh, okay.
he looks like a character from Valerian.
He quick in short order. He comes over with a 5-cheese grilled sandwich.
5 different cheeses.
5
I eat
different
all of it in
cheeses,
3
all
bites.
gourmet. He looks slightly hurt, but it is the best grilled cheese sandwich you have ever had.
I will not admit it. The ones we made in the bloody kitchen were better. I will not admit it.
Don't mention the goddamn bloody kitchen.
That was some fast food.
Of course it was fast. They were running away from you.
Can I have
Chef
one?
Blue looks hurt and offended, but he does not speak. He merely turns his back.
Wait,
I am
no, Chef
insulted.
Blue, I'll have one. I'll have one too.
No,
Don't worry.
no, I am done. I quit. He throws
I'll
his hat in the
savor it.
trash. Ankin sort of says, "Don't worry." He quits like every other day. Let's leave him to his misery. And
Alright.
he takes you through here, the cafeteria, where you can get your meals. He takes you up in here, and he says, and then he disappears. Why did his token not go with you?
We left without him.
He says this room and the next, the sign over the door says hydroponics. This is where you guys are going to be doing most of your work. The machines here are all very temperamental. He'll be helping out managing these all the filters and everything involved in the food production. We do bring in a lot of like that cheese and the bread used in that sandwich. We do import a lot of, luxuries like that, but the majority of our calories are made on site. From very basic very basic materials. You'll
Yeah,
be
we
helping
saw
out
the
with that.
luxury goods. We were coming in on, and there was a ping pong table.
Oh, that arrived? Excellent. Yes. We'll be putting that in the bar. Like I said, there's a lot of unused space there.
Oh, so it's not a ping pong table; it's a beer pong table.
I mean,
Is that the same thing?
officially no, but yes. Depends who you ask.
If we ask the bosses, it's a ping pong table. If we ask you,
Of course. Yes.
So, do we work on any other floors besides this one, or is it only on this one?
You'll also be working on the first floor. We're gonna go down there, and I'm gonna take you to, take you to the main office, as it were. He takes you back in the elevator, back to the first floor. And leads you out of that north elevator. He says, he takes you up here. As you enter into this,
Whoa.
as you enter into this room, you find the station's main control center. These are all of the computer systems which keep the station operating. They track its position. They communicate with other ships in the area. You see that there are security. There are cameras here showing the security cameras for the various parts of the ship, the station, and yes, and there are all of the controls for controlling the ship's, life supports and opening and closing airlock doors. This is the brain of the station.
Note to self.
I see.
You see one man in the front who approaches. He looks like a scientist to you, a researcher of some sort. He's wearing a white coat. He's had his eyes replaced with cybernetics.
looks like that one dude from Ghost in the Shell.
He looks like that one dude from Ghost in the Shell. It looks like he's got some sort of cybernetic connection on the side of his head as well. He, and he's wearing like a white jumpsuit. He looks like he's probably a scientist. He speaks to the quartermaster and says, is that the new IT crew? It is indeed, Dr. Bug. As he gets a little closer, you see he's got an ID badge. His ID badge is a different color than yours. His is like a red, has like a red border around it, whereas yours has like a yellow border around it. And it says, his name badge, if you can get a glimpse of it, says Research Director, Dr. Carmine Bug. Bug's gonna, approach. He says, welcome. I suppose I'm your boss's boss. I'm in charge here. This is my research station.
So
And,
we only talk to you if things go catastrophically wrong.
I hope that we never have need to talk. Though, I'll see you down at the bar after hours on occasion. But, I am going to remind you all, I'm sure that the quartermaster's already informed you, but, none of you are to access the third floor of the station unless you have express permission, unless you have been summoned, effectively. It may be that your skills will be required on occasion, but the third floor is for delicate, confidential research only, and you do not have clearance unless specifically requested. It shouldn't be an
Is it-
issue. Your ID card shouldn't let you access it regardless, but I need to make that clear.
Is it a common occurrence? Like getting extra help up there? Or down there? Not sure how the floors go.
It's up, relatively speaking, but space and all.
Yeah.
And on occasion, there will be a spill that requires assistance in cleaning up, or there'll be some sort of technical issue. But as said, and in which case we will call for you.
All right.
But unless you have been summoned, do not attempt to access the third floor.
Spill of what?
Depends. Oil, fuel. We design we design mecha here for the most part. That's no secret. You'll see them as they come and go when they make test flights. So occasionally, rarely, there may be a spill of fuel or oil and requires additional hands to clean up. That sort of thing. But like I said, I hope that we have no need to work directly. In the meantime, I'll leave you to your tour. I have work to do. He's gonna, walk past you
Alright.
and make his way towards the elevator.
We met the local Carmine.
Another man approaches. This one is an orc.
Whoa.
He's an orc with a large metal plate on part of his skull and one of his cyber eyes. It looks to you like that's probably a combat injury, as opposed to a chosen cybernetic enhancement. He's more casually dressed than the other security officers, but his name badge which is the same sort of red ID badge, says Chief of Security Jean Hammerhand. John greets you. He welcomes you. He goes over the list of contraband and things which you are not permitted to have, which are the things you would expect to not be allowed to have.
Too much checklist in my head. Like, got that, have that.
Yes. So obviously you're not allowed to have any you're not allowed to have any weapons on the ship, on the station. If you have brought any with you, you need to hand them over to security, until you leave. And, also, he will take, obviously, no drugs which are illegal within the Humankind Empire, either. But that should go without saying.
Oh man, are we gonna get drug tests?
There may be random drug screenings, but you should have been drug tested before you were officially hired. So you're not even though you weren't, because you were not really hired.
Yeah.
But as far as he's concerned, you've already been drug tested. So while you theoretically could get pulled for a random test if you were to stay here long enough, you shouldn't have to worry about that in the immediate time.
I just immediately have the visual gag of we fuck everything up, we're running away when the actual crew shows up to do their job.
Really, my thought process was he turned his back. We do everything he said not to do. Like one of us is on a pipe. Other one's polishing a gun.
Mm-hmm. He turns his back. Judd pulls back out his revolver and is polishing it. Someone's got a big crack pipe. He turns back around. Gone. Everything's gone. We're perfectly squeaky clean.
Would you like to sign my petition?
Space crack.
Yes. But yeah, I do have a this is an important point. Will any of you be attempting to smuggle weapons on your person? Or will you consent to having your, or have you left your weapon? Are you going to A, leave your
Left line on the
weapons
ship.
on your ship, B, smuggle weapons on your person, or 3, allow security to hold your weapons for you?
Gabe left his weapons on the ship.
Does that
Okay.
also apply to the things I need to use magic?
An arcane focus, which would be what you need to use magic, what would not necessarily be confiscated. He is not casting detect magic on you, so he would not necessarily be able to even tell that your arcane focus is one. Maybe if it's like a wand or a staff, but if it's like a ring
circlet.
or a circlet, then as far as he knows, that's jewelry. So if you don't declare it as an arcane focus, it could go unnoticed.
Okay. Then I'll turn in my my electric dagger and my what's it called again?
Laser pistol?
And my
Plasma
laser
shred.
pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And then keep the arcane focus hidden.
I
Alright.
am going to turn in a pistol and also question to myself: aren't I considered a weapon?
Don't question.
Am I considered a weapon?
Yeah, like, are you
Uh,
considered a
Really
weapon?
smug
Well,
of you.
Jamela,
Going
legally...
through the TSA.
Yeah.
At this point in time,
You
Jamela's considered
every time I have to fly, I'm at the whenever I go through security, I'm like, what if I packed a gun that I don't own, and it's in my
Exactly,
backpack
you're
and
like,
I don't know?
Well, what if
What
I
if-
have like
what if-
nail clippers in my bag?
What if
Because
there's
What if-
uranium in my shoes?
Hear
What
me
if-
out though. Hear me out.
Yeah.
We can literally use our fists as weapons. Are we just going to get our fists taken off?
Well, no. Here's the thing: my hand is literally a gun. It's not even a joke. It's a gun.
Well, then I suppose you are B.
Medical
Smuggling your
exemption.
weapons on board.
Yeah, I'd be smuggling some weapons, but giving them like a laser pistol,
Mhm.
2 of them.
All right.
I mean, they can't ask you to remove your gun hand. That would be ableist.
Work
And
with no
against the
hand.
Human
Use your teeth.
Disabilities Act.
I mean, I don't know. I think that if people are, I think there's a difference between a prosthetic and then building a gun into your prosthetic, when they could give you one that isn't a gun.
Yeah, I'll be
I-
giving away my normal weapons.
Nah, I have a note from my therapist. It has to be a gun.
Emotional support gun.
Oh, Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. Got it.
Polish it every day.
All right. But yes. The tour then sort of concludes. There are some more. There's some recreational rooms over here. There's a pool table in this room. There is rooms for various meetings. There is a secondary kitchen over here for if you want to do your own cooking instead of eating in the cafeteria. There's just other general areas. A lot of this place seems to be set up for guests to make use of. Guests of the researchers. But yeah.
Oh boy.
With that,
Mr.
The second half of the pool room looks like a karaoke space.
that works for me. Karaoke in the karaoke in the billiards room. Works for me. All right.
Oh no, we teleported.
Oh no, we're going.
Yes. I'm just taking you back up to the second floor map. In order to drop us over here.
When we're walking, I want to ask our boss, like, how many roommates do we have? How many curiosity?
At present, none.
Dude, who backpack was that?
Who is backpack?
Then who
Our
was
room
back?
is haunted.
We go back, it's
I mean,
gone.
you're there, so yes, it is haunted. You're full of
Alright.
ghosts.
Delicious ghosts.
That just sounds like the tagline of a Halloween-themed breakfast cereal. It's full of ghosts.
That one, my
You'll
brain
be
went
full of
somewhere else.
ghosts. All right.
Anywho, are we gonna start
Yes.
our job as immediately, or is it more of like, how is it gonna go?
We need to organize this room.
Yes. He gets you to work organizing this room right away. I'm sorry, you live in the capitalistic hell future, and therefore you need to get immediately to work.
I would like to add this to my inventory.
The companion cube.
You have found one companion cube. It loves you. Never
The only
betray it.
friend I ever needed. So where is the SIT have to go?
Well, for now, you're gonna go and help out Dr. Green. They're having some computer difficulties.
On the first floor?
No, here on the second.
Oh god.
He introduces you to Dr. Barry Green. Dr. Barry Green, looks like
He
A
reminds
hippie?
me of
Looks like a radical dude is what he looks like.
yeah.
I'm so
Um,
ready to hear orgy rave music while he's going and fighting people. This is a Matrix reference.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of a cyberpunk dictator.
Oh, see, I was going for
Does-
cyberpunk druid, but
I say.
I get it. I get
Like-
your point.
I mean, like
He
a
at
movie
minimum
dictator.
smells like some weed.
Yes, he does smell powerfully of weed, which is legal in the Humankind Empire.
Oh,
But-
so they're more like socially conservative. No, it's socially progressive, fiscally conservative.
I mean, they can sell it to you, so, you know, of course,
Yeah.
that's...
Hello. You said you need help with something.
Yeah, and he puts you to work, helping with, his computer systems, and debugging code, and such. The quartermaster leaves you to it as he's going to go back and, critique Connor Curtis and Job's job of, stacking boxes. He's
Good job.
supervising. Yeah. But,
So continue.
right. I was saying that, this is the situation you find yourselves in. You've been given duties and assignments. Obviously, you're going to need to somehow sneak away, or, I don't know. There are multiple approaches you could take at this point. What's the plan?
Okay.
Of course, you
I'm
could
thinking-
wait and try and finish up your shift, and then regroup to discuss things in your bunks. That works as well.
Yeah, if,
I've had a little plan in my thought of what if Jamela gets loose, goes throughout the system, goes up to the 3rd floor, and makes a mess, giving us a chance to all get up into the 3rd floor to clean it, and then we can kind of like.
I want to do scouting like through the air vents and whatnot, and see if I hear anything first before I start like making a mess.
But like that could be like the way we get up into the 3rd floor.
Is there a way to like? Has there been any like clear air vents throughout when we were walking?
Oh sure. Like
that, or I could pretend to be the mess.
Be the what?
You can get up there and just be a spill.
Yeah, you need to clean up this weird liquid we found on the floor. We have no idea what it is.
Yeah, some sort of unidentified hazardous material. Send in the maintenance people. Not the important ones.
They may even just like fucking shut the whole place down because they don't know what the fuck it is.
That or worst case scenario, they literally go, "Oh, hey, we're gonna experiment on this thing." That would be bad.
Yeah, no, that'd probably be the worst.
It's a risk we're willing to take.
I think when we can do the shift and I can like leave Jamela into a vent and then see what they can hear around, then we'll meet up at the end. Does that sound like a plan?
That sounds good, honestly.
Yeah.
So at some point during your shift, you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom again. They just assume you're a cyborg instead of a robot. And you are able to surreptitiously deposit Jamela into one of the air vents.
It's like getting sand out of your bag.
Mm-hmm. Before Velma Dinkley returns to work, Jamela, you find yourself in the maintenance tunnels and the air vents of the space station.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you are attempting to do? What is your intent?
So I'm trying to navigate my way to the 3rd floor and like search or use perception to just search around to see if I hear anything.
All right. You find some vents which lead upwards towards the 3rd floor, but there is the first one that you find has a lot of heat coming through it. Do you attempt to pass through that?
Do I feel like the heat would hurt me?
At the point that you are at, it will not. But the question is, it may get hotter as you go.
I'll go, but if it gets way too hot, I'm like, nope.
Mm-hmm. As you start trying to make this initial climb, you find that this seems to be some sort of air vent off of some sort of furnace. It's much too hot for you to proceed there. You double back, and you approach, you move to the other side of the station, and you find a different vent, which will lead you up more safely. Hold on, I gotta grab your token and take it to the other... take it 3rd floor map. Drop Jamila. And Jamela, you find your way through the air vent up into a hallway on the 3rd floor. There is, as you sort of peer out the vent, you can see that there is a sign indicating clean room this way. Fabrication bays also this way.
I'm curious, and oh fuck, there's probably gonna be hella filters in the frickin' clean room. I'm gonna try to make my way to the clean room. If I can't get in there, then the fabricator.
All right. You make your way through the walls
roll
here.
stealth?
You've not yet. I'll tell you when you need
Okay.
to roll stealth. Right now
the-
you're
you're
out.
near the
Right now you're
giant
inside the air vent. There's no one in here. There's no one in here to see you. But yeah. So you make your way up through here. There seems to be no way of accessing the air vents for the clean room, at least not from here. It seems to have its own sort of dedicated
Yeah,
system.
I thought so.
But as you make your way up here, you make your way into the vents alongside the fabrication room, the fabrication base. You also notice that there are lots of there's lots of points in these air vents where they can shut themselves down and create airlocks through them. They're open right now, but they could be shut down, creating
There.
isolated areas.
Interesting.
Because obviously, otherwise, one area losing pressure would depressurize everywhere if the air vents
Yeah.
didn't close up.
Do you think that's automatic, or does someone have to, trip that?
Could be both.
Yeah, you would expect that they would close automatically at a certain level of depressurization, but that they could also be manually controlled from the control room.
Neat.
All right. Jamela, you see up here a variety of engineers working on various stations. There are robotic arms here that are capable of manipulating objects and assembling machines. You continue
Okay.
making your way up and
Does
around.
anything pop out to me about this, or is it just okay, average machine crap?
In this room, no, nothing jumps out at you as unusual. It's obviously advanced machines that they're putting together, but this is a research station for building advanced mechanized weaponry, so it's to be expected.
Okay.
In the next room, you see a collection of fully assembled exosuits.
Yeah, I was about to say exosuits. It looks like okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Large-sized mecha. Not so much, not Gundams, but like power loaders, but with armor.
Diva mech.
Mm-hmm.
Photos?
Yes, exactly.
Like
These ones seem to be fully assembled, but you notice that they are plugged into these computer systems, and there seems to be some sort of data being uploaded into them by this engineer. In the next room,
Can I see like what he's typing in?
from there, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like I'm gonna be reading print from 70 feet away.
Yeah, no.
I doubt that. I doubt that would be readable without some sort of telescoping vision. You make your way up into the next room, and you see there's
Do
another.
my eyes have like can't. Would my eyes also have like, because they're mechanical, have like the ability to take pictures?
Yeah, if you have cybernetic eyes, then,
Click,
then yes.
click, click, click.
I didn't know you had signed their guys, to be honest.
Well, it's so that, you know, because like normally plasmoids wouldn't have, you know, eyes.
Eyes.
So
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Well, that's good.
As you, in the next room, you see another engineer at work, and over here you see a dwarf, a dwarven engineer. That's not the token I have selected. This
Like-
token. He thinks he is very cool. From his dwarven stature and stereotypes, you assume that this is Dr. Flintsteel, whose room you saw downstairs. Well, whose room you saw the entrance to downstairs. He is sat on a dwarf-sized workstation, and is working on his computer setup. Behind him, you see a much larger mecha. It looks like this.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. But right now, it is partially disassembled. One of its arms is detached. The arm which would normally hold its plasma sword. And right now, its its missile cache is empty. It is partially disassembled and seems to be in the process of modifications.
now, would I know if this is the mech that they were talking about?
That would seem a safe assumption, but I don't know what you would know for certain.
Okay.
But that feels like a safe assumption. That's certainly some sort of mecha that they are performing tests on.
Interesting. What kind of evidence do we need anyways for this?
Your objective is to find evidence that they are using the cybernetic brain of a machine. That's a machine with a capital M.
Cybernetic brain, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't found any cybernetic brains, but they are working on something in there.
Yeah. You don't see a cybernetic brain sitting out on a shelf, but yeah.
It could be in that mech.
Which would be a violation of intergalactic law. No, interplanetary
Yeah,
law.
horrible. I do sit in and just hear if they're talking about anything.
All right. Roll a d20 for luck.
Damn it.
They're talking about what they're gonna have for dinner, and Flint Steel is saying that the human engineer has no taste in alcoholic beverages of their choice.
Okay. I need to get the freaking clank. Dude. Okay, going into the next room.
Mm-hmm. Going into the next room, you start to realize why the air vents were too hot. As there seems to be some sort of furnace for melting things down and producing raw components from raw materials. It becomes uncomfortable to press forward.
Okay. Do I see anything in this room that I could ease? Well, I'm not gonna do it now because unless they wanted me to. I'm not gonna do it now unless they tell me to. To like any kind of container full of stuff that I can just be like, oops, stealthily kick over.
Oh yeah, sure. There's lots of containers over here, some of which do say, volatile, handle with care, hazardous materials, things like
Let's
that.
blow this place apart. Okay.
We all die. Yeah.
You all asphyxiated the crushing or the void of deep space. I suppose there's a
Just ahead.
infinitesimally small chance that you get rescued by the Heart of Gold, but pretty slim.
Yes.
I do want to point out extremely flammable next to the fire. They should probably not be keeping that there.
Okay. So I know it's a circle, and I've only gotten to half the circle. Is there a way to come back down around?
Partially, yeah. So.
And did
You
I
go
see
back
any
back
cameras
the
near
way
the
you
clean
can.
room?
There are, you notice, Jamela, a lack of cameras on this floor.
Hell yes.
That makes it a lot easier.
You make your way down to this station, and this seems to be some sort of repair bay for shuttlecraft.
Mechs. Oh, shuttlecraft.
And mechs.
Okay.
Mechs and shuttlecraft. But it does seem to be sort of a hangar / repair bay. You make your way down through into this area, which seems to be another storeroom for materials. Make your way over here. More materials which could be used to create a mess. And then let's go ahead and uncover all these. And you just make your way around different storerooms and the like. And then back to the furnace.
Okay. Yeah, then I make my way back over to the clean room.
Okay.
I want to slip out and see if there's a way into the clean room.
All right. You slip out, and the only entrance you can see is the front door.
Oh, so it's like hermetically sealed from everything else.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the clean part.
Yeah, I know.
Just open the door, just fire erupts out of it.
And it's just totally, yeah, it's probably vacuum sealed. Damn. I take a picture of it. Anyways, I wonder if I could steal one of their freaking credentials. Lol.
Honestly,
That's what I call a photographic memory.
there is a when we did the tour, we did know where two of the higher ups rooms are, so maybe they have an extra or something.
Or yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go back down and relay this information. Also, this whole time I'm sure none of the stupid staff saw me, but just to remind you, just blop.
Plop.
Yes. Blow.
We don't
Alright.
need anyone finding out.
Alright. gonna move you all into
I'm
your
just surprised. Well,
your
I mean,
bunk room?
they probably didn't even think about it because they don't know what the fuck this thing is. Sorry.
Let the stand you.
Freaking, I was expecting like sensors in there and be like, oh no.
I mean, don't look for gift horse in the mountain.
I
all
mean,
that.
the station isn't exactly prepared for infiltration by the one plasmoid in the setting.
That is very true.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, it's the end of your shift. You sort of regroup back in your assigned bunk room, in order to debrief and make a plan, and then Jamela sort of just glops out of the air conditioner vent.
Are there any cameras here?
There are no cameras in the bunk room.
Okay.
Are we
Still
able to
blob.
lock? Are we able to lock our bedroom? Like anyone can enter.
Yes, but you also suspect security has an override for it, but there is a privacy lock.
Okay. Well, we'll look up on a privacy lock because. Yeah.
We would
Basically,
hear
that
it
that should.
hopefully.
Yeah. You would hopefully hear it disengage, and also it should keep anyone out unless they have reason to suddenly,
Come in.
Yeah.
invade your privacy.
So no exploding anything.
Yeah. Like if one of you starts screaming, "Help! Help! Murder!" Then security might override the privacy lock. But
Aren't we supposed to be paid by the hour?
Yeah, I don't know what the pay is though, but we also have this. These are fake identities. I might never see a penny of that shit.
Don't worry, your
Hasn't
fake
been
bank
giving
accounts
us.
will get every fake penny. I mean, real penny,
Exactly.
digital penny.
Or I get .0.00000 infinite of one Bitcoin.
Our boss was standing there for hours and never handed over any money.
That's not.
So,
Okay.
anyways, guys, and she's still just splayed out. She's like, man, this feels so natural. It just feels so nice to not be like,
It's like someone spilled a puddle and dropped 2 marbles.
I basically like go underneath quote unquote Velma Dinkley here. As if he peed his pants. And I'll be like, okay, hey guys, just to let you know, I went up to the 3rd floor. I got some pictures, and I basically will upload. Well, I don't know if it'd be a good idea to upload them to Ratchet, but
We're not
You mean
allowed
Clank?
on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, I'm Clank, not right.
I have an all access pass
Ratchet,
called
Clank.
FU. I'm a I am literally jelly.
I mean, I could try and hold on to it and look at it, and then like show it to everyone on monitor.
But yeah, and then I basically go, so I can make a spill up there. I could probably even disguise myself into said spill, because I don't want to be going in that bag of holding again.
Understandable. It felt weird having something move around on me.
Yeah,
You can
well,
always
it
stick in the
felt
vents.
weird to be in a void. Yeah, I could go and stick in the vents too. There
At
was a
least-
clean room up there as well. I really wish I could have gone in there, but I think someone with more authority would probably be able to get in there. I think we should maybe get
gonna let you
someone
guys,
who's good at smoozing.
I'm gonna let you guys strategize. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Good
Okay.
luck.
So I was thinking maybe and like the eyes of Jamela just kind of float and look towards Steve Jobs and goes, I was thinking maybe someone could schmooze over, one of the high ranking people and get us into, either a clone of his ID card or something, and perhaps get us into that clean room, because I'm sure whatever's in that clean room is probably what we want. And
I
I
do-
could eat if I get that key card, I could be in there lickety split.
Yes.
I could certainly try.
true.
They also had a mech, and I basically pull up
Mech?
the picture of the mech. Yeah, they had a partially disassembled mech up there. I don't know what it exactly was.
I drooled just a
Wouldn't
little
that
bit.
more accurately reflect what we're looking for than a clean room?
Well, considering you need a clean room to build up the chips to make anything.
The clean room
Chips.
mean anything.
Yeah, but like you need a clean room to lay out like CPUs and shit for building up a computer.
CPU?
You need a clean room for very delicate work, for nothing gets into your work and hurts it.
They need a clean room to build a robot brain.
Exactly.
Probably.
Ah.
I do actually have an idea for the distraction, though. I can make a little I can make a little gadget that can make a loud clank noise randomly, and another one makes a weird odor, so they would have us look around for it.
I have an idea, but you'd
That
have
does
to be
seem
really
distracting.
good at persuasion, Jamela.
I'm not
What
good
if
at
you made-
persuasion.
What
But
if
go
you
on.
made yourself a pedal at the base of the door of the clean room? So they think something's wrong in the clean room. They have to open up the door.
Oh no.
True. Well, no, that was one of my ideas. I can give you like a little object. You can hit it right there. Then it radiates a really rank smell. They think something wrong with the room. It'll have you guys come up and see what the hell the smell is and see if you can get it out.
Well, there's no cameras up there anyways, so I think maybe, but I also think that like we should first try and see if we can get like a cloned copy of
The ID.
the ID, because that would be just an easy in, because there's gonna be someone
True.
watching us if we try to go in there ourselves. There's always gonna be someone watching.
True.
But wouldn't the cameras notice the elevator being opened and then us not showing up on any of the floors with cameras?
I was thinking about that. They did say I possibly will be helping them with their rifles and all that. So when I'm there, I could maybe theoretically put in a program that's has the cameras fuck up during a certain time period,
Hmm.
and then we have a window of opportunity.
Wait a minute. Does this station have a medical area? I don't remember
Probably.
one during the tour.
I think so. I wouldn't. It'd be weird if it didn't.
Yeah, they didn't really take us into one, did they? Or show us.
What happens if someone on the crew is injured?
Well,
Maybe
ask the
realizes
boss
that
about
the map that I'm using doesn't have a medical bay, and that's weird.
it. Yeah, everyone realizing. Wait a minute. What if we are
Wait a
injured?
minute.
Wait a minute.
What if those tubes are just
This is an industrial facility, and there's no first aid kits.
those tubes that we ran across are just
OSHA's gonna have
fancy tubes.
hell here. Or it's gonna raise hell here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we could get around cameras. If like I said, mess up with a camera at a certain time. That's not really my biggest concern. I have a couple of ways around it. My concern is how we're gonna get up there without being really watched.
Yeah.
I think the keycard idea is a smart move. We might be able to make a copy.
I think we need the key card. Key card to get around the floor easy, but we need an excuse to get up onto the floor.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought of like the little objects. One making a random clank noise, like something's broken, So have us go up to see if we can fix it, and then another one with a random odor for you guys to come up to look for the smell and fix it.
Cause for summons.
Yes. And we can have Jamela bring it to it. And the object I can make can be very small. Like just a nut, random nut they see on the floor, and then they won't think, oh, that's what's making it, or other thing.
I see.
And then we'll have time to try to figure it out. Because, like, oh, we're trying to find it. It's really weird. We can't find it. And then once we're done, I just turn off the magic. Boopty bop. We helped them out, and we got what we need. That's my idea for how we get up there.
Once we're up there, how can we perhaps distract the actual employees? Dissuade them from lingering around us. Convince them there's a safety issue with the
Possibly Jamela can do it.
supposed odor. A gas leak.
Could be. Or it could be something like, oh, this might take a while. You don't have to all that, and then we like fake it till they leave. Because no one's gonna watch you for hours on end doing like tedious maintenance. They might stay outside of the room for you don't just go snooping about, but
I suppose so.
but that's theoretically. And plus we can have this happen multiple times. At least twice. After that, it would get really sus.
Indeed. We don't want to form a
So,
pattern.
at least once we can try it one way, then another time try a different way. So we have more information about how they're running things. Because for all we know, they're not going to be in the room. But, you know, they might be.
I
That's
would
just-
suggest the gas leak first.
So you want an object that smells like shit. Got it. I can make that lickily spick. I can literally make that right now if you want me to.
Well, aren't we off duty?
Yes.
Freaking Ratchet literally just 3D prints it.
No, I just pull out like a bolt that just stinks for some reason.
We haven't even been paid for the day. I'm not putting in overtime.
Yeah, we
Well-
should probably do it on our shift.
Yes, fair enough. As I turn the odor back on. But I'm just pointing out it's very easily done. And just for context, some of you talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, always poop on company time.
Magical tinker.
I usually hold it until then. Anyway.
When I worked at Walmart, you know it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think you've got something like a plan. I'm gonna rest for now. Take a long rest. And then in the morning, when your next shift begins, you will magically tinker up a stinky object that shouldn't look like it is a source of a stink. And then Jamela will put that somewhere on the 3rd floor, giving you access to go fix the problem.
Yes.
Ideally.
All right, that works for that sounds like a plan. You do so. You take your long rest, and then the next day, when everyone else is getting back to work, Jamela, we're gonna go back up to the 3rd floor.
Yay.
All right. Jamela, you make your way back up to the 3rd floor. What part of the 3rd floor are you going to hide the stink sphere, whatever it is? The stink nut.
Let's hide it in where the mech is.
Ooh. Alright.
Fair enough.
So you make your way up to this area. Right. Do you just want to leave it in the air vent here, or are you going to try and place it somewhere in the room, surreptitiously when there's a, you know, when the room is empty?
What's the range on it? On the thing?
It's a 10-foot radius of smell.
Let's leave it right next, like, near the freaking dwarves thing.
Yeah, like right in the back of it. So like, why is my computer stinking?
So like over here, and then just sort of, so
Roll
like
it
in
underneath the
whatever air vent is closest to his desk.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Nice.
You just kind of wait for him to get distracted, for him to go get a cup of coffee, or, you know, go for his lunch break.
Through the air vents.
Yeah. But it's obvious, while he is a workaholic, he has not sat at his computer literally the entire day. And there is a moment where you were able to drop the nut behind his computer desk, where it will roll and stink it up. Alright. Is there a specific smell attached to this stink?
It's whatever I choose, so I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Burning grease.
My first thought was like, imagine a roasted chicken that rotted for a while, so it's like that burnt, rotten smell. Like you're not sure if a rat got in there and got fried or something.
It's Dead
Alright.
Mouse! That's actually how he got his name, yo.
Really?
Yeah, there was a dead mouse at his computer. Apparently.
Yeah, like a roasted, rotting smell. That's what I want.
All right. So he comes back from, you know, getting his second cup of coffee for the morning, and he sits down. He sniffs the air, and he looks annoyed and disgusted. Jamela kind of peeking from the vent. You see him sort of like look around. He like tries to look under his desk and looks behind it. He doesn't see anything that looks like it is the source of a stink like this. He calls over this other engineer. Hey, you smell that? What? I don't smell nothing. Oh, God. Okay, I smell that. And they sort of look around because they're trying to see, like, did we leave, like, some food out or something? They're not supposed to be eating in here anyway. They totally eat in here. And, you know, they look around and they obviously don't see anything because the source of the smell has been disguised as something innocuous. Yeah. After a few moments, they sort of approach the air vent where Jamela is. Jamela oozes away.
Just slink back.
Jamela oozes away, and they kind of look into the air vent, and they kind of think that maybe that's where the source of the smell is, because it's right nearby here. But obviously they don't see anything. And Dr. Flintsteel, go throw a tarp over the project. I'm gonna go get maintenance. Maybe they can figure this out.
Let's go.
And,
Fuck, they're throwing a tarp over it.
yeah.
The big Mac.
And
You already took a picture of it.
Yeah, we have the picture. Oh no, we can't see. Oh. It's my wallpaper.
But yeah, he's. But yeah, he goes and like throws a
While
big
he's
tarp
behind it,
over
can I
the
just, like, while he's
experimental military robot.
While he's preoccupied with that, can I like go in and like just see what was the last thing he was doing? Maybe he didn't press the lock on his computer.
If you make a stealth check, yeah, I'll give you advantage because he is definitely distracted.
Let's
Nice.
go!
Nat 20.
No, that's not a
Alright.
nat 20.
Sorry, my brain
Trust
was.
me. If it was a nat 20, I'd be screaming.
That's funny. Let's go.
Let's go.
Jamela oozes out through the air vent into the dwarf's chair, and scans over the computer
Click,
system.
click.
Your eyes are recording at high speed footage. You can see that the program that he is currently in, you don't have the time to really look at what the code is doing, but the title of the program is autonomous mech AI.
Well,
Oh shit.
that's conclusive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And you then slink back into the vent from whence you came before this guy turns around. He's like, "What was that?" Must have been the wind.
Oh my gosh, like seriously, this is such a cool action scene. Just like goes in, freaking just like blobs up, is kind of just like, in a like a humanoid-esque kind of shape looking, and just like all of a sudden, hey, who's that? Just bye.
I was never here. Alright. But yes, meanwhile, Footsteel makes his way down into the hallway. He calls your boss back on the second floor, and the rest of you are summoned to the third floor for work. Your first time accessing the third floor, so your boss, the quartermaster, is going to show you the way.
The quartermaster.
The master of the quarters.
No, coming from like a background of Space Station 13, I always think back to the Space Station 13 videos. Gosh. Cargonia.
Right. You make your way out of the elevator, and so what seems to be the problem, Doctor? Enkin will say. You said something about a smell? Yeah, there's something. I think it's coming out of the air vents. Just take a look, would you? And make it quick. We got a lot of work to do. Yes, Doctor, as you wish. This way. And he's going to lead you all up into the mech room.
Wow.
So, can I like personal area network like the new photos that I took to Velma?
Absolutely. You've all got personal communication devices. So absolutely.
Send it via Bluetooth. Probably not the most secure. No, probably not the most secure way.
Yeah.
I'm sure Clank has super encrypted your airdrops.
I didn't.
And Clank is not stupid. But Clank, you have a notification. Jamela is trying to airdrop you a files.
I look at it like, not obviously being able, like peeking over on a test type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see photos of a computer screen. The doctor, as soon as he comes back in, he does come over here and press a button to lock lock his computer, and then back away from the smell. And he just sort of gestures at it, and the quartermaster's gonna get down. He go over there. And he's gonna start looking around, trying to find the source of the stink. What do the rest of you do?
Get into range to figure out where smell is.
Do you mind if I look, like, inner of the, like, it might be something fell inside.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Genius.
Huh? Oh, you
Like,
in the case? Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wanting to put another like stinky odor bomb right in the case. But I'm looking
Oh,
around.
no.
Mm-hmm. All right. Make a sleight of hand with advantage.
Got it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. You may place what you want to place.
What? Yeah. It smells like something died in here. Do you eat in here or something?
No.
Inhale.
He lies.
What are the?
Me watching him down an entire Subway sandwich and hearing one before.
Is there any chance these fumes are toxic?
Smells. Honestly, possibly. I don't honestly know. If it's something inside the casing too, it's something. I don't know, battery, honestly, I have to look around. It might be not the best to breathe in now.
Evaporated acid or?
Yes, I guess it could be.
Yeah. The quartermaster says, we might want to lock down. We might want to have everybody put some masks on just in case. While we, sort this out.
Safety first.
Just in case this is some sort of leak.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll leave you all to it. Dr. Flintsteel says, I guess I'll be in the bar if you need me.
All right.
Flintsteel and the engineer are going to make their way out for now.
I tell quote unquote Vilma Dinkley, I throw comms. Try and see if you can get his credentials, like a copy of it. I want to get into that damn clean room.
I'll see what I can do. Oh, I'm gonna whisper, but I'm gonna try to copy the hard drive.
Mr. Jesse.
Yes, Connor?
Pardon me, boy.
Should we take up positions near the doors and keep people from coming in here while you go get those masks?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Make sure nobody comes in. Just tell them I'll be right back. Tell them that we have, unidentified smell. Might be a leak, but not to worry. It's all under control.
Sounds like a plan.
And Jesse's gonna go get those masks. He'll be back very quickly. You've got a couple of minutes.
I am going to very quickly like take the computer apart a bit and like try to make a copy of the hard drive.
All right. All right. Make me a computer's intelligence roll.
Do I have a chance to cast guidance when I do this?
Of course,
Right on.
you're doing this intentionally, so you can absolutely use your
Computers, you
guidance.
said, right?
For the record, we
Yes.
are, or at least I am, unironically guarding the door.
Of course. All right. Well, that is sufficient. You have no problem in copying the hard drive. You don't know if it. There is still the chance that it is encrypted. However.
Yeah. That's fine. I can work on it later, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Jamel. Oh, I got that copy of our hard drive. If his credentials are on there, are on here, it's here. But let's not risk breaking into it right here, though. I'll get it to break it, and then if there is anything, I'll give you a copy. Sounds good?
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is the other computer locked? Can I see? Out of curiosity.
Yes, it is. It is currently locked.
Let me see. I will like to nab the bolts, or actually I can just turn them off at will. So I was just thinking, I'm gonna turn off the. Actually, I'm gonna look at everyone before I say that. Like, you think that's good, or do you think we should keep this up for a while?
Well, we want to look like we're good at our job, right?
Fair. All right. Then I'm gonna turn off the bolts, as I'm gonna turn both the things off.
Would I be
Alright.
providing Overwatch for you guys? Yeah, that's what I am doing. I am gonna provide Overwatch. Basically, be like, let them know who's coming.
All right. Then Jamela, as you see down the hallway, you give them about 30 seconds of warning that Jesse is coming back with a handful of with like his arms full of
Masks.
hazardous materials masks, and next to him is research director Bud.
The research director and the quartermaster are coming in. The quartermaster has masks. Why the research director?
Because this
To
is like
research.
all the research is on this damn thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Research the weird smell.
I might still be underneath, just putting stuff up, like cleaning stuff up, looking like.
The door opens. The quartermaster says, "Hey, I'm back. I got the masks. Did you find anything while I was gone?"
Yeah, I actually did.
Oh,
Luckily, it wasn't anything too serious. Basically, it was
please. The research director speaks. Please. What is the issue?
Did we lose everyone?
No? Maybe?
Oh.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
But we may have lost Snow. Because their VTuber model disappeared. On
Oh no.
stream. and they're not responding. So even though Discord says they're online, that doesn't mean anything. Oh no. Well,
Okay, while they're doing that stuff, can I go back over to the clean room door and just like observe and watch if anyone comes through? That's literally what
Sure.
I'm gonna die. Yeah.
all right, sure, absolutely, we can do that. While they are dealing with that, Jamila, we're gonna take you back over to the clean room. And as you're watching the clean room during all of this, at one point the door does open, and someone walks out.
I take a picture.
It is a
of them.
woman. Yeah. Probably not in their full, this full uniform, but yes. The ID badge says Dr. Sarah Adel, and she passes through the room, and unless you do anything crazy, she's gonna walk through and make her way towards the elevator.
Yeah.
Do you
totally
do
gonna
anything
just
crazy?
Steal her? No, I'm gonna. I'm not. I mean, I was tempted for a moment to try to slink her badge away, but no. I'm not gonna freaking slink her badge away Elastigirl style. Oh wait, no. that
Unarmed
was
strike,
when they
knock
were-
her out. Flurry of
Knock her
blow.
out. Let's go. Oh, I could fucking flurry of blows.
Don't do that.
Okay, guys,
Alright.
time to get off this ship as soon as possible.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Yeah, no problem. We
Okay, what was the-
stalled
and
by
I'm
having
again able to hear
Jamela go
things
over there.
again.
Good. I'm glad you
I'm
can hear
able-
things again.
Yeah.
But yes. Meanwhile, back over here, the research director wanted to know what it is that you found, or what it is that the problem was.
Basically, I guess someone was eating a sandwich here or something, and there's like burnt flesh on the motherboard that got cooked and rotted at the same time.
Oh no.
Disgusting. Good that you found it so quickly, though. At least it wasn't anything serious. I guess we won't need these
Luckily.
masks, the quartermaster says.
Not this time.
All right. Just just bag it up in the throw it in the trash can and bag it up, and I guess we'll get out of your way, Doctor.
Mhm.
Thank you, he says, dismissively to the maintenance people. You empty out the trash can next to the computer. It looks like it hasn't been emptied in a long time and needed to be emptied anyway.
Perfect.
So you are quite able to hide the fact that there is no actual sausage. And yes.
Lovely.
I send a message of the person's name who went through there.
That's Dr. Sarah Apple.
Yeah, I put Dr. Sarah Adel, clean room. I think this is gonna be my home now. I want it in that room, damn it.
You live in the vents.
Watch
Yes.
it be like something like really benign, like just like a cleaning station.
All right. Unless unless the rest of you can think of an excuse not to, the quartermaster's going to lead you guys back downstairs.
Except for me.
Except for the one in the vents, of course.
Yep. I don't think we have any reason to stay up here.
No, not really. We
All right.
got what we need.
All right. You'll make your way back downstairs. But meanwhile, sometime later, Sarah returns. Maybe after her 30-minute break. Jamela, you see the doctor returning to the clean room. She suits up, goes through some sort of decontamination process, and do you try and get into a position to see inside when she opens the door, or do you try, or do you attempt to step of the wind and then hide action to get into the room behind her?
But I'd be stuck there.
Yeah.
You
Probably.
would be stuck there, but like I don't know.
I mean, she has to leave at some point, right?
Yeah, I guess you just
Yeah.
hide in there until.
But how would I get? Oh shit!
You-
But then how would I like? I don't know if there's anywhere to hide in there though.
It's okay. You sent us the
You don't.
pictures. If you die, it's fine.
Okay, so
It's true.
I
You
basically-
don't know if they'll be hiding areas in there, but so
I
you'd
will
be
step
taking the
wind,
gamble.
hide, but I'm not gonna go inside of there. I'm just going to just take a picture as she goes in, and then pop back.
Oh,
into the
okay.
vent.
All right.
Stealth
The
check to
door-
With
lurk,
advantage?
lurk over her shoulder.
All right. The door opens. She steps in. Jamela, step of the wind, dashes out to here. As you look into the room, hold on, I have to move things from the GM layer. You can see
Oh.
in the center of the room, there is some sort
A little
of
guy.
horrible aberration kept in a force field in the center of the room. You dash to the other side of the door, taking pictures of this horrible aberration as you go,
Stealth?
and then hide, and then you roll stealth on this side of the door.
Ooh.
Advantage, right?
Do you?
From the.
Do you have
like,
advan-
one of the suit options, I think, that we started with.
Mm-hmm. There is one for that, but
Oh, I thought I would
nah.
have advantage because she doesn't even like notice me at all. She's distracted with this thing.
You know what? I'll apply that in this case. She is very much not on the alert. She thinks she's just walking down the hallway to go to, work.
Nice.
Even if she did hear you, then she would just assume you're another engineer. So,
There's nothing else up on these floors. They have key cards and whatnot. Oh,
Yeah.
slot. What?
so, yeah. So, let me check the passive perception of this horrible aberration, though. All right. It also doesn't react. All right. You beat its passive perception. So, yeah. That's what you saw in the clean room.
Cool.
Okay. That's interesting. Don't know what the freak that is.
Mm-hmm.
I go. Yeah, I'm gonna go
you
back
can-
into the vents and just hide there forever.
By the way, Jamela, are you proficient in Arcana? It seems that you are not.
No.
All right. Then yeah,
Put
that's
it in.
that's a spook. That's a big spookum. I don't know.
Put it in the crew
Some
Google
sort
Drive.
of. Yeah.
Google Drive.
Like, hey, we found a weird guy up here.
Talk Cthulhu.
File
Cthulhu
name
Pataka.
weird guy question mark. But all right. Yeah. You guys finish up the rest of your shift, doing very mundane, boring work.
At least I have
And
this
then
cube with me.
Gabe's a little thankful
you-
for the quiet.
Gabe's like, maybe I should just like get a
Work.
normal job instead of like being a space mercenary captain. It's just like you just go to work, nobody shoots at you. Nobody's
yelling
the
about
worst
guilty
day
deeds.
is you gotta clean up somebody's old hot dog.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I did send it in. Damn it! I could have used that as ransom for grilled cheese. Oh well.
I'm claiming this metal box as pay. Because we haven't been paid yet.
We're okay. How do I phrase this? We're not going to get paid by these people.
That's what the box is for.
We are not stealing the box.
I go. Cthulhu-esque monster. Upstairs. In the clean room. I regret ever even doing that. That thing.
I regret the knowledge that I now possess.
Can I see it?
I go. You need to give me grilled cheese first.
You know, you could have just asked, not have to make it a ransom, but all right.
Look, we gotta make these things fun every once in a while. Grilled cheese.
Oh no, I'm saying that in character.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna
And I
pick up
said
my
that in
metal
character
box.
back.
I'm gonna head toward the downstairs kitchen that's for everyone's use.
You have a
You go and you
five-star
craft.
gourmet-
You
I
go and you
and
craft a grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm in the vents and I'm just watching him do it.
No, you use that cheese. That cheese better.
Javello would be doing that.
I'm going to just be working on cracking the hard drive, and we never want.
Are you... Exon, is that you?
Mhm.
Jesus.
Right.
Must have been the wind. Coming back with grilled
Right.
cheese.
That's not right. Why did I open Clank's character sheet and it take me to the character answer? That's not right.
Yeah, for some reason it does that every time. It's really weird.
That's not. That is a new bug for me to have found. Roll20. Thank you for. Roll20. You never run out of ways to amaze me with your bad being of things. All right. They never run out of new ways to be bad.
I believe I did this correctly.
At least you're not giving money to Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah. Not doing that again.
Not after the Blue album by Weezer showed up.
I know how to get out of
What?
it temporarily. It just does it.
The joke is Wizards of the Coast sent Pinkertons to someone,
Oh yeah.
and instead of the album Pinkerton, I made a reference to the Blue album.
I see. I got you. Oh god.
Hmm.
First
Also,
second I thought that was-
the AI art in their
Yeah.
giant book was
Mm.
not a fan of that.
How does that get past QA?
They don't have QA.
It gets past QA because the bean collectors were like, more beans.
Yes, this costs very few beans. We get to keep many more beans this way. Therefore,
this is why you should
yes.
support. This is why, I've been recently supporting more. Well, even though I've been playing D&D, I must confess I've been running D&D as well. But I want to support more indie tabletop developers like Massive Press and Weird Age Games.
Mhm.
Everyone should play Weaver Dice.
But yeah, Weird Age Games makes some pretty good ones. Obviously the big one, Massive Press, makes freaking Lancer.
Mm.
God,
I've heard good
yes,
things about
Lancer.
Lancer, but I haven't played it.
Aren't they
my-
on another project in the works too?
Yes, they do have. What is its name? I forgot.
Lancer
was-
2.
No, it's not Lancer,
Lancer
2.
2, the Lancing.
It's basically Lancer Final Fantasy edition, where it's just like Final Fantasy-esque kind of things with Final Fantasy tactics rules.
And it's like the art was done by
Final
the
Lancity.
person who did Kill 1 Billion Demons, right?
6 billion demons.
6 billion. A number.
Icon.
Those are
Convolt
rookie
in chat
numbers.
says
Yeah,
that Icon
Abaddon
is
made
the
well,
RPG name.
Icon, that's what it was. Oh.
Mhm.
Cortex Prime. Anyway, take this grilled cheese.
I take the grilled cheese and then I send the photo.
That's a weird guy.
And I never want to see it again.
It is a weird guy.
Dude.
If anyone here is proficient in Arcana and would like to learn about that weird guy and the ways in which he is weird, you may do so.
I'm not proficient, but I'll give it a fucking whirl.
Alrighty.
If the
Nice.
button
I'm also
clicks.
gonna.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no,
I have
Hesky.
no idea what's going
That's a
on.
weird guy. Yeah. Would anyone else like to throw dice at it? Let's getting the token of this guy. So we can
Ratchet?
talk about him.
Hey.
Oh,
there
it
he
looks
is.
like. Yeah, it looks like Snow lost internet again.
Oh, no.
I'll go ahead and roll four.
Fuck.
I'll go ahead and roll for them. Because if they roll a 1 too, then we can just move on. Not much better.
Why is everyone
That's a natural
rolling
3.
low?
Yeah. Clank will say that is some manner of aberration. Now, everyone here who knows anything about anything knows that aberration is saying that basically says nothing. That basically just says, oh, that's in the category of things that are outside of what we know.
Synonym for weird guy.
Yes, that is the $5 word for weird guy.
What does
Hey,
Jade
Husky.
see with 8?
With an 8,
Bless.
that is a weird
Am I
guy.
still in weird guy territory? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an aberration of some sort. That's basically all you know.
Hey,
Unfortunately.
Husky.
Yeah.
Well, I have this name of one of the doctors that was kind of messing around with it. Dr. Sarah Adel. Maybe you could find her and kind of like strike conversation. You're the kind of lad that I would totally see just going up there and be like, hey.
What you got there?
Hey, you want to share state secrets?
Exactly.
just-
Because
if
Hey,
Yeah,
if you know any weird guys?
You know any weird guys?
Find out what
What's
she's
the-
working on.
Wait,
What's the
question.
gossip? Come on, tell me now.
Exactly.
Do we have all the proof that we need?
Do we have enough
Back to the
information to
journalist?
quit?
Do we have that feeling of such?
Can I resign yet?
Well, that
You
is a
spent
that is a
2
good.
days in an office environment, and you're all like,
Can I quit?
I was previously a hunter-gatherer.
I personally think
Breaking
I
the
want
computer.
to that clean room and whatnot, that whole area, I just want to actually Clank, could you make a could you make a motion detector thingy for me to tell me, hey, there's someone coming over here?
I guess I technically can.
Because what I want to do is just I just want to keep tabs on that room and see if it's just her that comes through there, or if it's other people as well.
Keep in mind, we are not writing the story. We are just the remote camera for the journalist to spin information from.
True.
I know. But we should probably, that thing does not look good. If they're messing with that thing, they're probably playing with fire. Or
So the sooner we report
maybe
back and
something
get this
even
place
more
raided,
dangerous. They could be messing with like dinitrogen tetroxide here for all we know.
I don't know what that is.
Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't really expect you to.
Somebody then, though, did raise an important question. Do you have enough information? And that's going to depend on the result of Clank's computer roll to decrypt this hard drive.
Don't fuck it
Uwu?
up. Don't fuck it up. Don't
I
fuck it
mean,
up. Don't fuck it
I-
up. Don't fuck it up.
I can give you a D20 and then tell you do the math for you because my character sheet's empty.
Oh no.
Oh no!
It's like completely got wiped.
That is now sometimes that okay, I'm looking at your character sheet and I see it. So sometimes if you open a character, this is a weird Roll20 thing. Sometimes when you open a character sheet right after loading Roll20, it'll look blank because the Roll20 hasn't finished loading. But if you close it and then open it a minute later, it'll be there. Because I'm looking at it and I still see your sheet. I still see all your data.
I see.
Cast
Would you-
guidance.
We'd be so kind to roll
Yes.
for me right now. And I'm a
Sure.
bad guy, and my built
Alright,
for
me-
success. So 2D.
Guidance, built for success. And this will be a computer's check. Normal roll. When you get access to second level spells, I think you'll be able to get arcane hacking, which
I'm
is
never gonna
useful
get
for
that.
this sort of thing.
9 team.
No?
I'm a half-caster. I will never be able to get 7 level spells.
No, second, not seventh.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, no, you'll get that next level if you don't multi-class.
I just heard. I thought you said heard 7. I'm like, yeah, never gonna happen.
Yeah. No. That you don't need you don't need 7th level magic to decrypt a hard drive.
Unless
but
it's
alright, yeah.
encrypted with a 7th level spell.
Unless someone can upcast encrypt hard drive with a 7th level spell, which is not a spell in this system, but it is a spell in other systems I've played. Okay, yeah, 19. That's really good. That is a super professional skill check. Yes, you are able to decrypt at least some of the information on this hard drive, and you are able to find damning what you would consider to be damning evidence because you are already here with suspicion. There is you find source code detailing the interface between some sort of computer system that you don't have the code from, and the mecha's input, the mecha's control systems. In other words, you find the code which connects some sort of brain to some sort of brain or remote control system to the mecha's existing manual control system, effectively turning this normally man-controlled mech into some sort of autonomous vehicle. You think that this is enough evidence to give Sophie the justification she needs to launch an official, real investigation here, and basically shut this place down.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily... You haven't found the smoking gun, but you have found smoke.
I honestly think, like, not to raise suspicion, we should stay here like a week. I can keep doing my surveillance and let you know if, like, oh god, this thing's fucking become sentient and, you know, wants to kill everyone here. And, you know, keep tabs on whatever the freak is in that room. And maybe, you know, if, you know, Hetsky wants to be like, hey, talk, you know, make a friend there. And then backstab them later and say, I never really was on your side.
Or we just send the information, lay low, and get sent home with everyone else when the raid comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
How long will it
it's up
take
to you.
the information to reach our contact?
How
So
encrypted can we make it?
Yeah. So the problem with sending information back is that information only travels at the speed of travel. Because while you can broadcast information at the speed of light, but the speed of light is very slow. Because light years. So in order to transmit information from one star system to another, and you are in a different star system, if you want to get your information back to your, if you want to get your information back to the journalist on Imperia, it has to travel multiple light years, meaning it has to travel via a ship. Now, standard operation in the setting is that when a ship enters a system, it has a dedicated device on board which takes in highly encrypted data, which then it takes and moves about to other systems. So really all you have to, so you would have to wait until another vehicle enters this system, and then it, through either going directly back to Imperia itself or through a daisy chain of passing information along, your information gets back to Imperia. Which, how long that will take depends on how frequently they get shipments. But it would probably be on the order of months.
Is this the blockchain?
Yes.
I see.
Question.
Where's our ship?
Your ship, that is a good question. I was a little unsure about whether you were using your ship as your delivery vehicle, in which case, or if you were, you know, had yourselves delivered.
Probably the second thing. I think we agreed on the second thing.
Yes, because you would have had to have somebody piloted your ship away, and I don't think you would trust, like, some random Joe to take your mercenary ship.
Yeah.
I suppose you had to trust whatever hangar you left it in back on Imperia, but
that's different.
But
that's a little different.
I say we, I mean just the crew, especially the players that aren't me, would have already known how that that information transfer stuff works, right? So we could have instructed someone to fly back and forth between Imperia and this system.
Oh yeah, that
every
actually
so
makes
often.
sense. So yeah, because you right, because if you were planning, your characters would have known that information transfer is an issue. So you know that there is a ship scheduled to come make a delivery and then leave, like just a few days after your arrival. This has been set up by Sophie. It's just delivering, you know, extra supplies. It's not suspicious, but it'll come in, it'll pick up any outgoing messages, and then it'll return to Imperia and deliver the blockchain messages. So this is a valid approach. If you want to just lay low until the army comes in with a raid, that is an acceptable plan.
That seems like the least risky course of action, right?
Yeah. I mean, and I can keep doing surveillance on the third level.
Yeah, Jamel is the
Right.
one the most at risk because you're not supposed to be here,
Mm-hmm.
and
worry about
you're
it.
also the one who's most pressing for us to stay. At least most vocally.
That seems reasonable to me.
Look, are they gonna
Seems good
clean
to
out
me.
the vents? Probably not.
They'll make us clean out the vents, if
you know,
anything.
Exactly. So you'll just be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, there's some jam coming out. The vents are jammed.
You also can like we have this room by ourselves. You can hide in here too.
For now, anyway.
Mhm.
I don't know how aggressive their recruiting is.
Yeah. I do have a question. How far apart are the floors? Like, are they? Is it, like really close together? Or...
Not super close, no. I mean, you couldn't. I don't think you could just go unless you're traveling to the center and like going through the air vents. I don't think you could just like cut your way from a floor to a floor.
Well, I was asking because of wireless connection for like remote access stuff. Might be able to remote access something up there from down here.
Oh yeah.
What's the range on remote access? And then I'll make
It's
a decision.
120 feet, I believe. I can't look at easily with my character sheet.
Yeah. Right. 120 feet's pretty far. Yeah, I think if you were if you were under, I think you could get from the second floor to the third floor with 120 feet. Yeah.
Or the first floor, where the security room is.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
if you could
security
go
room's
from the
on the
second
second
floor to
floor,
the
though.
third floor.
But yeah. I was thinking maybe like during the time I can try to access stuff up above and just snoop.
Sure. Yeah. So let's.
Thrown in Brig detect magic.
Sure. So which system would you be most interested in trying to remote access?
The mech.
Like.
Giant mech.
I would probably try to get the med bay one because that one we have the least amount of knowledge on.
Oh, the clean room.
Yeah. Sorry.
Clean
the
room?
clean room. To see
All
if
right.
we can learn
There's
what
no
the hell
med
that
bay?
thing is. Yeah.
If we get injured, we're on our own.
Yeah. Forgot about that. In my head, it was like that. I guess that is it. And I saw that thing inside. Never mind.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You're able to time an attempt to remote access around the same time that she's working, and therefore the computer is unlocked. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
We do
You can
work
guidance
like
yourself.
right under that room.
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
roll it?
Oh yeah.
for me?
Yeah. Gotcha.
And if I can, guidance, and if it's happening the
Yeah.
same day or not.
Guidance and this you're built for success. Does that
It's
apply
twice
to
a
any
day.
skill check?
It's
Twice a day?
it's any ability check if I choose it, or
Mm-hmm.
saving throw, or even attack. It's
Okay.
really versatile, but I only have it twice a
Alright.
day.
Okay.
I already use it twice
Signal.
this day, but if we're doing it a different day, I'll be using it.
All right. I assume this will be the next day because you were kind of like
Yeah.
This scene was set like at the end of the work day, so
Yeah.
you do it the next day when you get into the storeroom, which is right under the clean room. 15 will do. Yeah. So, you learn that creature is called a fear. I know you as a player already saw its name tag, but now you know in character.
Oh, it's a creature
is-
name. I thought that was just that guy's name.
The creature is a fear.
Fuddruckers.
It is a creature from the plane of nightmare, from the plane of dreams. Specifically, it is a class of nightmare. that feeds off of the nightmares of unconscious creatures.
Oh boy.
It has been captured, and they are keeping it in a psionic force field, which prevents its escape, or any of its abilities from affecting the crew. Dr. Attal is researching its abilities to view dreams of its victims, but in a more useful way, as they are intelligent creatures.
I see. A part of my little shit, being a little shit brain, like, why if I just turn that off?
Don't.
I'm not going to, but my brain did have that thought.
Take a screenshot.
Yes. Well,
I just-
while there are definitely
said-
horrors going on in that room, it is not relevant to the horrors you were sent here to investigate. It is a different manner of unethical research.
Was there an airlock on the other side of that to just like emergency vent it?
There is not. I do not believe.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So not only are they
Actually, no. I am mistaken. I am mistaken. There is indeed a large airlock to emergency vent the clean room in the case of the creature breaking free.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll help with the fear, definitely. Isn't it? Isn't it spelled Feyr?
Yes.
It is. That's what the namesake
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Because the one up here said fair, and I was like, what? But yeah, I've read Boo's Astral Menagerie, so I'm like, oh, out of character, I'm like, oh crap. Jamel is just like, I don't want to see that thing again.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hang out with that guy.
No.
Let's recruit that guy.
Well, there's lots of weird guys on our crew.
Yeah,
He
we
could be
can
just
hire
another
another
weird guy.
guy. Why not?
All right.
But anyways, yeah, my whole thing, shtick for this whole whatever is to just
Mhm.
keep an eye on everything, keep an eye on these guys, and make sure nothing really bad happens.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and just sort of narrate over the next little bit. So, a week or so passes with you working these mundane jobs. Not the glorious, glamorous mercenary life you are used to, but
I'm keeping this. box.
sometimes it be like that. You do find a companion cube, and he promises never to stab you, and in fact cannot speak. Jamella's watching of the clean room. The fear never escapes, or anything like that. You mostly just get to be paranoid about it. Research
I think
continues
also I would
on.
be taking some of my time and like making sure that like that they're not doing anything horrible with the thingy mabobber.
Mm-hmm. Well, only theoretically. Meanwhile, you do get to witness one of the test runs of the autonomous mecha, as it does some flying circles around the station. You were told that Flint Steel is piloting it. Jamela confirms that this is not true, as he is in his office. at the time. After about a week and a half of this, there is an appearance of a ship in the star system. It is not on anyone's schedule. Yes.
I just realized, could I also try to hack underneath the main robot area that they have all covered?
Mm-hmm.
Or had covered? Because I'm
Oh.
going to be there for a while. Might as well see if I could get in there.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make an intelligence saving throw then.
Huh?
Oh, boy! I just like, 1 second, I'm just gonna look at something and fucking brain dead.
Oh no. SQL injected.
Could you roll it for me?
Oh, yes. And I will assume you will want to use your built for success on this one.
Yes, absolutely. I'm scared.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
The AI goes in my head, takes me over. You guys don't know us for years.
Eh.
I mean, one evil is just the same as any other evil, right?
I'm not evil. I'm chaotic. There's a difference.
I'm just adding a built for success save modifier. Okay. That's intelligence.
Nice.
20. Nice. As you attempt to connect to this computer system of this mecha, you feel your artificial intelligence is immediately is nearly subsumed by another. Another AI attempts to redirect your initiative and form a hive mind with you against your will.
Oh shit.
Your own
Oh, shit is right.
your own defensive mechanisms activate, and your inner programming maintains control. You do not join the machine this day, but you realize that that could have been bad.
Yeah.
You sever the connection, and they do not have any remote functions, so you are safe now. But that was 100% a part of the machine consciousness, and it remains. You don't know how much consciousness remains to it, but you know that its instinctive drive to add things to its hive mind is still active.
Hey, eyewitness testimony.
Would I know how to prove that thing was in there without hurting myself or endangering myself?
I'd say don't even
I
try.
suppose you could export your. I suppose you could export your logs.
Yeah.
The way a computer might have, diagnostic, might be able to
Crash report.
crash report. And
Firewall data.
you could probably do that and redact any sensitive information that might be contained in that.
Just
I
my,
mean, a good journalist knows to keep their sources anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it helps for any type of proof, then yeah.
Right.
We don't have a smoking gun. You just have more smoke, so it helps have that.
No, that's pretty much.
An AI.
That's
tries
pretty
to
good
hack
evidence,
into
That's the thing that we were worried about.
a sentient
Yeah.
AI. There's proof of a sentient
Very
AI
precisely.
hacking.
Mm-hmm.
The only other way I could say like we could get a bigger smoking gun is if we get that mecha and just drive it out of here.
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
If you go,
Or-
if you
or
go
if
in
we,
there
like,
and you actually
record a
grab that
presentation.
brain.
But then at that point, it was like,
But yeah.
oh man, something's up here.
Head researchers just like, so, just in case everyone forgot our master plan, let's recap. And we put a camera in the vent.
You already had a camera in the vent this whole time.
That's what I said.
Lol.
Yeah, we're just telling you
All
which
right.
vent. Ship.
All right. Ship arrives. The ship is a ship of the Humankind Empire. Of Humankind Spacey. The space military. The Spacey ship is here without prior warning. The station is caught a little bit by surprise. You get quite the show as the doctors are attempting to hide evidence, but the investigators are quite thorough. They have evidence provided by you, of course. They know where to look, and they know what they are looking for. They take apart the mecha, or they open up the mecha, and they find in that the cockpit of this mecha has been replaced with a network system built around the brain, the central processing system of one of the machine. Furthermore, the search finds a few other bits of interesting evidence that you did miss, and I'll share with you now.
Ooh, fun.
On floor 2, while searching the rooms of some of the
Fuck. We should have done that.
while searching the rooms of some of the researchers, they find a head of one of the basic machine droids. The head itself is sans any actually, sensitive technology. It's just a metal shell. It itself is not illegal, as it is just a metal shell. But it certainly does not look good for Dr. Flintsteel. In the station director's room, they find a different restricted artifact. A three-fingered psionic elithid glove in the room of Director Bug.
Olympic
Not
glove.
those guys again.
Yes.
Like, is
It
like
seems
a magic item or like a furry suit type of thing.
it is a magic item. It is a three-fingered
Sad.
glove with a magic ruby set into it. Apparently, Elithid used this for torturing their victims.
Sad. Could have gotten that for free.
Also, the chief of security has had 3 kilos of Nova Coke, which is illegal in the Humankind Empire. That's
He
irrelevant.
knows how to party.
Damn it. Oh, I just had a shadow.
Should have
I
stolen
had
that.
shadow run last night, and yeah,
He-
that was brought up.
He is arrested for this, although that is irrelevant to the greater conspiracy. That is a lot of Nova Coke.
That's a lot of cocaine.
Yes. Regardless, the station's directors are all arrested by the military police and will be facing trial for that. You all are commended for your aid in rooting out this problem and are given your promised rewards from Sophie, and are transported back to Imperia.
Heck
Um,
yeah, brother.
Seriously, how long were we on the station for?
Like a week.
Grand
Okay.
total like a week and a half.
I'm trying to think if
Maybe
Jamela would just totally like have a hard time figuring out how to reshape into a humanoid again.
You have mittens for
So
like a
the
half.
the
like a
eyes keep
day.
drifting around.
The what?
The
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
keep drifting around. You like you
Your
can't.
eyes.
But if
You have
Sorry,
Sonic
go ahead,
feet
Micah.
for a few days.
I just imagine she's like this, like she's just like looks like a normal like or like a plasmoid in the Spelljammer theme.
But also, in
Or just
addition
like-
to
yeah.
in addition to your cash reward, you all gain a level of experience. You are now 5th
Hey.
level space
Oh
adventurers.
shit!
I can hit people twice in a row.
I can too.
Yes.
Maybe you can hit things
and-
together. Oh,
And Hesky will get 3rd level spells, and Clank will get 2nd level spells unless they do something else.
no, the second level. I'm getting a lot of goodies.
Mm-hmm. But all right, yeah. So that'll be the session.
Nice.
Next time we'll return to Imperia, and with your new found levels of power, we shall investigate future jobs or challenges
Oh, I
that you
also
might
get an
face.
extra attack.
Oh yeah, you're a
I think-
paladin. You
I
get
think-
your extra attack.
I think almost all of us gets an extra attack.
We're just gonna be very punchy people.
Yeah, I
Good
think
job,
fifth
gang.
levels, everyone gets your mark.
I feel
But
bad.
yeah,
If I
before-
apologize. Oh.
I just wanted to say before we head off, if there is if you have any ideas for like the type of mission that would that you'd be excited to take part in next time with your new levels of power, I'm open to like ideas on that front. Like if you want to have like this was a very cloak and dagger
Methodical.
sort of mission. It
Yeah.
could have been there could have been combat if you had done anything to confront the doctor. There was a combat prepared, but you did it very cloak and dagger, and that's very cool.
Yeah.
But like, if you want your next adventure to be, if you want me to guarantee your next adventure is explosive, you know, I can do that. If you want if you want more cloak and dagger stuff with the option of explosions, I can do that.
I always enjoy black trench coat.
But yeah, if there's any sort of like, or if you want to do anything specific in the setting, like if you want to be involved, if you want to do like some stop fighting pirates, or if you want to deal with more Illithid shit, I'm happy to incorporate your desires into the next arc.
I think that we
Um,
should capitalize on this news story and stir up a Senate campaign.
I don't know.
We should run for galactic office.
I'll be the face.
I'm not quite sure about the running for the human for Imperial Senate.
Running for president. Here we go. I got him one of that one rifle, right?
Would one up them. Maybe let's stay a little bit more on the mercenary side of things, though.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Our next
Um,
mission should benefit from having a giant metal cube. That's my input.
That's gonna be tricky, but I'll see what I can do.
If we do have a lot of time in between, probably work on getting some more items, like the big mega thing, making that belt, and
Upgrades to the chip.
yeah.
I
Or-
mean, at this point in time, we have a bunch of people who are probably pissed at us, and they could. We may not even have a job. We may just be like,
Well,
"You assholes."
well, we didn't. They don't know it was us.
Oh, they totally know it was.
Wait, what did you do? I looked away for 5 seconds. Did you tell them it was us?
No,
Like, they have no idea how the information got leaked. We were
they're
model
scientists.
employees. Yeah, but we were also model employees. We didn't do anything really weird.
4 new people showed up, and then 1.5 weeks later, the military raids the compound.
Secret shopper, secret shopper.
And well, I'm saying it's not
Also,
like,
I forgot to mention, but like I was going to say if we did get into combat that like Jamela wouldn't have anything on. She was essentially very
Regular mode.
clothless this huh?
Yeah, because you wouldn't have been your clothing wouldn't like
No, it wouldn't.
wouldn't go into a blob with you. So yeah, you
No,
wouldn't
but
have had
We're
your equipment or anything.
naked.
Nope.
Naked
Yes.
the
I
entire
just
time.
drank to Unga Bunga. You can make me do mechanics. There you go.
I do think that the next time Mr. Smith wants help, we shouldn't blow him off a 3rd time. That would probably be a little much.
third time. We only blew him off once.
I do want to help Mr.
Twice.
Smith.
He was one of the
Alright.
options for our first mission, and then he was one of the options for our
Oh
second
yeah,
mission.
to do like at the game show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
All right.
he,
Well,
if he
well,
has
it
anything,
seems like there's a lot of things. So I'll come up with something. Maybe there'll be maybe I'll throw you into something. Maybe, you know,
For my vote, I'm
there'll be an advent. There will be an adventure next time. So
I like adventure.
so I'm gonna go ahead and send everyone off. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Good night.
I've put all my links and stuff in chat, so you can go check it out. This Friday, I'm going to be starting a new Dungeons and Dragons campaign on as one of my professional gigs. If you'd be interested in that, you can check it out at the startplaying.games. I'm also going to be starting a Pathfinder game a week from tomorrow. My first Pathfinder 2e game. You can check that out as well if you'd be interested in that. And of course, all my other links, YouTube archive, the social medias, they're all over there. Regardless, thank you guys for watching, and we're going to just go ahead and end stream now.